Welcome, parents. In our last parenting top tip, we talked about bullying, and we talked about teaching our children to filter their thoughts and actions through 3 words. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it right? Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about the subject of bullying, and we're joined by Badenhorst, who is a social worker, and she's got a lot of amazing tools for us to help us discover if our children are being bullied, why children get bullied, and how to handle it. So Karen, tell us first, if my child is being bullied, how would I notice?
Karen, your child will show you. He will show you emotions, that's not emotions that he usually show,
Okay.
or he will show behavior. And our parents must be very aware of any changes in emotions or in behavior.
Okay, so we're talking about a sudden temper tantrum, withdrawal, depression, unusually sad, those kinds of things?
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
all right. So I've now noticed that my child is behaving differently, responding differently, and I think they perhaps are being bullied. How do I, as a parent, how do I handle that? How do I support them through that space?
The best way will be to communicate with my child.
Okay.
So create a space where my child feels safe and where I can have an open conversation with my child and ask my child what is wrong and what is happening at school, and perhaps throw the possibility of, are you being bullied?
Okay. And I imagine also bullying comes in all sorts of forms, so to throw out a little, the different options of things. It could be verbal abuse, physical abuse, things
Absolutely.
like that. Okay.
Discuss that with your child, ask him what is happening, and validate his feelings about this, because
Okay.
being bullied is devastated and it can throw any child's world around. And to connect with that emotions, firstly, is very, very important. So
Okay.
validate your child's emotions of what. Put yourself in the child's shoes and think what this child was going through, and then explain to your child why people bully.
Why do people bully?
Well,
What are the causes?
many children are jealous of one another, and they are being bullied at their home, or they've got a need for power. They want to be the boss, or they want to feel better about themselves, and therefore they put other children down just to feel better about themselves and to have power.
Absolutely crazy stuff. So, as a parent, I've now established that my child is being bullied. What are the kinds of things that I can do to love and support them?
Karen, I think it's very important that we must tell our children that they mustn't blame themselves. It's not their fault. No matter what somebody says or does, you should not be ashamed of who you are. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, be proud of who you are. You are unique. You've got your own identity, your own strength, and embrace that the whole time. And then the third thing, I think it's very, very important that our parents must spend time with their children and build their self-esteem, build their identity, and tell your child every day what special and unique qualities that child has.
Yes.
And focus on your unique child's strengths and good things about that specific child.
That's wonderful. I remember somebody telling me that you have to be specific with those. So you can't say you're a great kid.
No.
You got to say you're a fabulous reader. I'm so proud of the way you read. Or I love that you've got such compassion for other children. I can see it when you share your toys, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Focus on the specific behavior.
Okay.
Don't make a judgment. Don't make a statement.
Okay.
Focus on things that you can see, that you can hear, and that you can feel. Then the child will believe you.
Awesome. And then lastly, I guess, I'd love to be able to give the child themselves some basic tools. When the bully approaches, what do I do? How do I respond?
I've got 4 points here. The first thing is walk away from the bully.
Okay.
Don't react, walk away. The second thing is protect yourself. I think the child's safety is first priority. The third thing is report this bullying to a trusted adult, somebody that can help you and that can do something about the situation and hopefully stop it. And the last thing is find people that's got the same interests and values as yourself.
That's a great idea.
Don't believe that you must stick to this peer group or this group of friends where you are unhappy and where you are not valued.
So if you're not a sporty child, don't go join the hockey team.
No.
Go and join a chess club or an art club or a book club for find like-minded people who will love and embrace you.
Go to your church, join some clubs. You are in charge of how you react to this bully. You can't change the bully, but you've got the power to react in the right way to the bully.
Awesome. Karen, thank you so much for your time. Parents, I really hope that was helpful, and watch out for changes in behavior, and then we'll rewatch this blog if you need to, but let's protect our kids from bullying. Have a great week.